Hi, as some of you probably know, we have a shed down the bottom of our garden. It's not a very big shed. It's not the sort of shed that you could fit a donkey in, or cattle or sheep. But our neighbours reliably inform us that before we moved in, the previous people used to keep chickens in the shed until the night that a fox got into the shed and decapitated them, bit all the heads off the chickens. End of. And yeah, you might be thinking, hey Andy, it's Christmas. Why are you talking about foxes biting chickens' heads off? Well, I just wanted to use that as an example of the fact that we live in a world which can be very dark, not just the animal kingdom, but as we saw on October the 7th with Hamas and everything that's happened since, there is in this world hate, and human beings have this propensity to actually hate and cause violence. The first Christmas was set against the backdrop of hate, and yet we find in that first Christmas the definition of love. And the definition of love was God was born in a shed. It was bigger than my shed. It probably did have cattle and sheep and even a donkey. But it was also, like my shed, dark and cold and unhygienic. And yet God chose to demonstrate love by being born in a cattle shed. Perhaps to identify particularly with people who don't have, people who are without, maybe without love, without stuff, without reputation, without advantage. And yet here in this shed was the definition of love. So I don't know what your Christmas looks like. It might be that you have or you have not. It might be you are with or without. But whatever your Christmas is, please remember that God was born in a shed that first Christmas. And this Christmas, he can be born in your heart too, in the form of Jesus. Happy Christmas.